And he is on hour number 3 of this program.
All right.
The hero of the World Baseball Classic. All right.
I mean,
all right. Thanks for watching. That's hour 3. We got ourselves Tom Pelissero first up, and we've got bracketology. It's a science. It's not a feel. It's not a gut. All of us, we're throwing darts at the board. Not Joe Lenardi.
Definitely is.
Not Joe Lenardi.
I don't know anything.
This man is taking wins and losses and RPIs and Ken Palms, putting it all together and telling you who's on a bubble and who's not. That's hour 2.
Is Ken Palm a person?
I have no idea. Who the hell is Ken Palm?
I don't know.
I think it is. Okay. So, at any rate, good to see you over there,
Hey,
Chris
Rich,
Brockman.
what up, man?
What's going on?
Great to see you.
Mike Del Tufo.
Yeah, Italy. I mean,
now
Wait,
you're
by the way,
Italian?
By the way, very eloquent.
I mean,
Italy. By the way, you sound like everybody I knew I grew up with. Is everything all right over there, TJ? Everything good? Candles lit in your neighborhood? We're good?
Oh, yeah. I thought I put new batteries in yesterday, and as soon as the show started, it went, so that's
and
why.
Rich, I think
odd.
yours are going to have
By the way,
problems too.
Vinny hits 3 bombs. All 3 guests today Italian.
Oh! Pelissero, Lenardi, and Pasquantino.
Hey, look at us.
Hey!
Now, while we got the mic. Yeah.
Espressos
I mean-
for everybody.
That's it. Let's order espressos. We need them.
We eat espresso?
I don't know what's happening over
I
there.
want to order.
What's happening?
Let's order 'em.
Let's get some gabagool.
All right.
Over here.
Okay. We start this show with news you may not know.
What's that?
Maxx Crosby's still a Raider.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you're aware of
Hey,
this.
baby.
You know, in the same way that last year's draft was a story that started and then took over most of the entirety of the NFL draft with Shedeur Sanders. Maxx Crosby started it and is still going. This was last Friday. I mean, for 2 weeks we've been talking about, or a month, right? Super Bowl week. We could even go way back to, Ian Rappaport and
The last 2 weeks of the
and
year.
Pelissero. We're talking about this story right at the outset of Wild Card weekend. Hey, something's up with the knee, and he's not happy about being deactivated. Yada yada. Anyway, we all know what's going on. Well, the man who made this trade for him, the man who gave 2 first-rounders to Vegas 6 days ago for Maxx Crosby, and the man who started getting some MRIs and X-rays or whatever the hell it is. I know, I'm not a doctor. Putting it all together, and we got to call independent doctors. We got to figure this thing out with all that information. And according to Diana Rossini, with Maxx Crosby and his family in the building.
That's why.
This guy, this man, decides to take away the 2 firsts from the Raiders and say, oh, my finger's been on the chess piece since last Friday, by the way. We don't have anything binding here. Nothing's official till Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. This guy on Tuesday, this man wrecked the whole buffet for Maxx Crosby and the Raiders, but not the Ravens, because apparently with Max in the building, he started getting Trey Hendrickson on. This man, Eric DeCosta, who is the grocery shopper of the Baltimore Ravens, to his credit, faced the media music on Wednesday, right away. And boy, do the media have questions for Eric DeCosta. And here are the greatest hits, starting with what happened with the Maxx Crosby trade and why did it need to not go through?
I would say as part of the normal sort of trade process, I mean, there's a lot of different parts involved with the trade process. We've done a lot of different trades, and one of the key things is to, you bring the player in and try to get as much information as you can. We did that, and we were not able to complete the process of acquiring the player based on, our assessment of the situation. Very, very, I think, disappointing to me. Nobody more disappointed than me. Player I greatly admire. I think one of my favorite players in the entire NFL. I know our fans were upset, devastated. I understand that. Tough situation. But I think for the Ravens, the right situation.
All right. Didn't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
Didn't want to do it anymore. Now, of course, the conversation is like, okay, so did you realize that you had one guy that had questions about the knee that you knew about going into trading him, that you began to start feeling it wasn't worth it, or you found something that your doctors refused to greenlight this thing, and at the end of the day, Trey Hendrickson was sitting there, and you just decided he was a better choice. Safer choice, better choice, and despite the fact that this was 1,000% not the way business normally gets done in the NFL, you blew it up, and you went with Trey Hendrickson. And you did it as soon as you possibly could, even with Maxx Crosby in the building, again, according to Diana Rossini of The Athletic, as she told us right here on this show yesterday. And then comes the narrative, or fact, that they attempted to get Crosby and Trey Hendrickson.
Convenient spin.
And that the knee from Crosby kind of broke that one up. Right? Would that be? Would Hendrickson have been the Stills, the Nash?
Nice.
Definitely not the Young. So try to pair it. Try to get the band together. Hit it.
Yeah, so we had started discussions with both players. We'd already agreed to potentially the trade with the Raiders, but we had, we were trying to sign Tyler, obviously. We weren't able to get that done. Looking at the best ways for us to improve our football team at some point, we just said, you know what, this might be a guy that really fits us. And we've played against him twice a year for the last whatever many years, 4 or 5 years. And thought, hey, maybe this is a way for us to get better as a football team. So that was definitely a possibility for us. Not to say that it would have happened, but definitely something that we had contemplated and discussed with Trey.
That stretches credulity, to be straight up with
Right,
you. I
exactly.
mean, that's a lot of money. It's expensive. I guess you could move anything around. And this is a team that did need pass rush. 30 sacks last year. Only the Jets had fewer in the AFC. I keep saying that stat over and over again, which is why they went for Crosby, and which is why when I guess they decided Crosby's no longer an option, that you go ahead and make this move for Trey Hendrickson, because you need pass rush. You got to get somebody in the building who can do it. Certainly now that you got your first round draft choice back, you can supplement it by getting another pass rusher with your new free agent in the same way apparently Crosby and Hendrickson almost got teamed up together, which would have been something. But that is one way to make it seem like, oh, we were talking to him all along, or they were talking to him all along. Doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that kind of matters anymore is what the Ravens may have lost. What did they lose? Crosby, and potentially respect or trust around the rest of the league. And that was brought up to Eric DeCosta on Wednesday as well. It's like, hey, all these reports. Tom Pelissero is joining us in 10 minutes' time. He was the one who said that general managers were texting him nonstop, quoted one basically saying this was BS and used the full word. Get a tweet. Potty mouth Pelissero is joining us in 10 minutes. So what about the future for the Ravens now that they made this pivot that we've rarely seen before? Because general managers around the league know you don't make these moves to begin with without full-on talking about it before you pull the trigger. And they had apparently heard what everyone else heard. I mean, they spoke to Neil ElAttrache
And his hair.
and his hair just up the road here. The doctor who did the knee. They had all that information and pivoted. Will this cost Eric DeCosta's ability to do business on behalf of the Ravens with everyone else?
I mean, I understand it. You know, I understand it. We live in that age of skepticism and people question, especially people that don't really know me or know the Ravens culture and the Ravens organization. So I understand it. nobody's more upset about this than me. Gutted by it, actually. And so a big regret for me. But we will move on as a football team, and I think there's many, many opportunities for us to grow as a team, to become a better team, to build a roster, and to be the team that we want to be.
I don't know if that's going to work for the rest of the league. I'll just say this. Memories go fast in this league. Fast. And like I said yesterday, Ravens sitting there 14th overall on the draft night. What? Another team's not going to call Eric DeCosta and make a trade with him because they don't trust him to what? Hand in the paperwork in the next 8 minutes? Call the management council and say this thing's cleared?
I think
Call the draft and say this thing's cleared? What, do they feel like he's going to wait till there's 30 seconds left and pull the rug out from under you in the same way that, like, rescind the trade?
picks and players a little different.
There's a difference between the way you do business